Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Tina. This is Life in the Piedmont. And I want to thank you for being here. And if you're new here, welcome. I am so happy you're here. And today I am in my kitchen and we are part of a collaboration. This time it's called Cozy Fall Soup Collaboration 24, hosted by Heather at Milk and Honey Heritage Farms and Gail over at Gail Southern Living. Thank you both ladies for including me in this in collaboration, and I look forward to it. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of baking, preserving our own food, and cooking and baking from scratch, as well as dehydrating our food as well. So today I thought it's warm outside, which is unusual here for Virginia, but I am going to make a really delicious soup that you can have any time of the year. And it is the perfect time of year to think of soups and that comfort food that gives us the warmth and everything when it's cold outside. Because I know here in Virginia, our cold tips are just waiting to get here. Oh, and by the way, don't forget, there is going to be a giveaway, I believe, of this collaboration. I'm going to have all the channels participating in this collaboration listed down in the description box. And you can go and check out all these wonderful channels. Go watch the videos, make a nice heartfelt comment. Just don't copy and paste. And I think you're going to enjoy, maybe get inspired to make some soup. So let me take you along. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm making my soup in my Instapot. One of the things that I have been learning how to use. And the first thing I'm going to do is hit the saute button. And I'm going to pour in a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil. And I just want to let you know that I am adapting this recipe that I found. We are going to be making an Instapot creamy taco chicken soup, but I am adapting it to what I have on hand. So basically I'm using the recipe as a guideline. And this recipe calls for boneless, skinless chicken breast. Well, I have ground turkey that needs to be used up, and we are going to put it in here and get that used up, and we're going to start sauteing that up. I'm going to wash my hands really quick. It's always important to keep your hands clean and sanitized when handling any and all meats. And I did put a little oil down in here. So I'm going to basically get this browned up. And while that is browning up, to that, I'm going to start seasoning. Let me see if I can get you in here a little bit better so you can see. All right, easy breezy. I am going to add some salt. I use Redmond's real salt. Ooh, it's starting to heat up here. Put about a teaspoon or so of salt in. I don't really have any exact measurements, friends. I just kind of measure with my heart. And I always put in crushed red pepper flakes into almost everything I've been cooking lately. I like a little kick in my food. And then here comes taco seasoning, what it's called for. But friends, I don't buy taco seasoning. I pretty much just make it myself. I use chili powder, cumin. Somewhere I have cumin out right here. I get this at the bulk stores, and I put in about a teaspoon or so of cumin, maybe a little. I like cumin, and I put that in with the chili powder. Hopefully you can hear that sauteing up. I'm going to mix this all together. And while that is sauteing up, I am going to add, this is my garlic scape that I preserved this year. I'm going to drop that in and include that while this sautés. And I have some onions that I've already been pre-cut and froze. I think I'm just going to dump all this in right now. So the recipe calls for, actually, I'll read you the recipe while that's sauteing. The recipe actually calls for 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, It calls for 1 14-ounce can of black beans. I don't do black beans, so I am using my homemade pinto beans that I've canned, and it's asked for 1/2 of a chopped onion, which I had some already frozen, so I'm using that. And then 1 can of diced tomatoes with chilies, and 2 cups of chicken broth, which I have right here that has been canned too. Garlic, salt, taco seasoning, and it's calling for cream cheese. And I thought I had cream cheese, but apparently I don't. So what I'm going to do is use the rest of my sour cream, and I'm going to add in an equivalent of the heavy cream and mix that all together. It will still give me the same creamy texture that I have. And I was like, oh, I don't have Greek yogurt. I don't. So here's what I do have, and I'm going to substitute that. And those are the ingredients. It's going to be simple. This recipe is for the Instapot, and it does tell you that I'm supposed to place everything in here except for the cream cheese and pressure cook it on high for like 20 seconds. I'm going to do this as like a crock pot recipe is what I'm going to do, but I'm doing it in my Instapot. So I'm going to use the crock pot mode in here. So I'm going to let this all saute together. It's already smelling delicious, friends. It's going to be delicious tonight. And while this continues to saute, I am going to get some other things prepped. I will see you back here in just a few minutes. Okay, friends, it is sauteed up. The meat, the onions, the seasonings, all that is in there. You can see right here. It smells so good in here. And to that, I have a can of chilies, and I have some tomato sauce. Even though it costs for diced tomatoes, I probably could have ran downstairs and got a jar of my salsa, to be honest, because it has the diced tomatoes and peppers and onions and everything, but I figured I'd do it this way. So we are going to dump in 1 can of chilies. And then I'm going to take a can of homemade tomato sauce. We're going to dump it in here as well. I'm going to fill my jar up with some water because we want to make sure we get all that goodness out of here. Dump that in there. And then to that, I am going to add 2 cups. This is a quart, so we're going to do 2 cups of home canned chicken broth. So I think we're good there. Yep. I'm going to seal this back up and put it back in the refrigerator and use it. Seems like I should have a little more liquid in there personally. And then I'm going to have my home canned beans. And I did include the liquid in that. It's easy, right? It's a dump type of recipe. Let it go. That's what I like about it. Everything just gets kind of dumped in here. And then to that, I have some sour cream here that I'm going to use, hopefully. And I'm going to get my spatula out for that because I want to be able to scrape all the sides. I'm going to put that in here. Get all that deliciousness out. And then I think to that, I'm probably going to add about maybe, I'm going to estimate maybe like a 1/2 cup of I have heavy cream because I do not have the cream cheese. So I'm going to do maybe like a 1/2 cup or so. And we're going to stir this all up. Let it cook. And there you have it. There's soup. Dinner's ready. Not quite. It's going to cook now. We're going to get all those flavors together, get them all married together in here. But for the most part, dinner is ready. So once I'm done with sauteing, then I'm going to change the button to, I'm going to cancel and hit slow cook. And it is 2 o'clock my time. We'll let it cook for about 5 hours. It'll be ready. And then I'm just going to come in here and there we go. Put my lid on, lock it in place. And now I can just go do something else because dinner's already done. I'll see you at supper time. Our soup is ready to go because I cooked everything through. So it's really basically just staying warm in here. So let me open this up. I'm going to scoop some in my bowl. Let me show you what it looks like. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. It has the beans and the peppers and the ground turkey in it. This is just a little taste test to see if I need to add any extra seasonings to it. And then we will top it with some grated cheese. I'll serve this tonight with like the tortilla chips. So here we go. Get this all mixed up, get the cheese all melted. Let's give it a try. Let me get some cheese in there. Here we go. Guys, it is so flavorful. It tastes like a taco. It is the perfect amount of seasonings. The chilies add that extra nice little crunch in there. I'm not going to change a thing. The ground turkey, I think the ground turkey is a little bit better. I'm glad that I had the ground turkey. I can't wait to eat this tonight. It is perfect. It is the most perfect, easy soup that I've made. So, taco soup. And I made it in Instapot, really easy. I will list the recipe down in the description, but you'll see you can go back for reference. I didn't follow it completely, nor especially the way I cooked it too. I didn't follow the recipe on how to cook it. I did my own thing. But yeah, so hey, don't forget, there's a giveaway December 2nd, I believe. I'm going to list all that information down there. So there you have it. There is another Cozy Fall Soup 24. Hopefully you can add to your recipe box. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. And I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Be blessed, everybody. Bye.